Rory McIlroy has always been the face of the PGA Tour. He has defended it, he has promoted it, he has fought for it, but now the loyal soldier has done something that has left the golf world stunned. He skipped a signature event, the Cadillac Championship, a $20 million tournament, a mandatory event for top players, and he did not have a valid excuse. No injury, no family emergency, no pandemic. He simply decided not to play. The PGA Tour has rules. Those rules say that skipping a signature event without an exemption carries consequences, a fine, a points penalty, maybe worse. The golf world is asking, why did Rory do it? What is he trying to say? And how much will it cost him? The answers may surprise you. This is not just about one tournament. This is about something much bigger. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The news broke on a Monday morning. The field for the Cadillac Championship was announced. Rory McIlroy's name was missing. At first, fans thought it was a mistake. The PGA Tour's website must have glitched. But then the official announcement came. McIlroy had withdrawn. No reason was given, no explanation. Just a terse statement from his agent. Rory will not be playing in the Cadillac Championship. He appreciates the fans' understanding. The golf world exploded. The Cadillac Championship is not just any tournament. It is one of the PGA Tour's 8 signature events. These events were created specifically to ensure that the game's biggest stars play against each other more often. The purses are massive. The fields are limited. The attendance is mandatory for top players. Skipping a signature event is not like skipping a regular tournament. It is a breach of the Tour's rules. The rules are clear. The PGA Tour's player handbook states that any player who is eligible for a signature event and chooses not to play without a valid exemption will face penalties. The penalties include a fine of up to 20% of the player's FedEx Cup points and a financial penalty that can reach into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Tour does not take skipping lightly. It designed the signature events to be the backbone of the season. It needs its stars to show up. McIlroy has never been a player who skips events. He is known for his durability. He plays more tournaments than most top players. He rarely withdraws. He never no-shows. That is why this decision is so shocking. It is out of character. It is unexpected. It is a statement. The speculation began immediately. Why did Rory skip? Was he injured? His agent said no. Was there a family issue? His wife and daughter were seen at a public event the same weekend. Was he exhausted? McIlroy has spoken openly about the mental toll of the past few years. He has admitted to feeling burned out. Perhaps this was his way of taking a break. But if that was the case, why not say so? Why leave everyone guessing? Some believe McIlroy is sending a message to the PGA Tour. He is unhappy with the schedule. He is unhappy with the constant changes. He is unhappy with the direction of the organization. Skipping a signature event is his way of protesting. It is his way of saying that he will not be taken for granted. It is a power move. Others believe McIlroy is simply tired. He has been the face of the PGA Tour's resistance to LIV golf. He has given countless interviews. He has attended countless meetings. He has carried the burden for 4 years. He is exhausted. He needed a week off. He took it. The timing was bad. The optics were worse. But he did it anyway. The PGA Tour has not commented. Officials are reportedly reviewing the situation. They are not happy. McIlroy is the most important player on the tour. If he can skip signature events, anyone can. The tour cannot afford to set a precedent. It must enforce its rules, even against its biggest star. The potential consequences for Rory McIlroy are serious. Let us examine what he could be facing. The PGA Tour's signature event policy is designed to be punitive. The tour wants to ensure that its stars show up. The sponsors pay billions for those stars. The networks pay billions to broadcast them. The tour cannot afford to have its biggest names sitting out. The first consequence is financial. The tour has the authority to fine players who skip signature events without a valid exemption. The fine can be up to $500,000 for a first offense. For a player of McIlroy's stature, the fine could be on the higher end. The tour wants to send a message. No one is above the rules. The second consequence is points-related. The tour can deduct FedEx Cup points from players who skip signature events. The deduction is typically 20% of the player's total points. For McIlroy, who is currently second in the FedEx Cup standings, that could be a significant hit. It could cost him the season-long title. It could affect his eligibility for the Tour Championship. The third consequence is reputational. McIlroy has built his brand on being reliable. He shows up, he plays, he competes, he is the anti-Bryson. Skipping a signature event damages that brand. Sponsors notice, fans notice, other players notice. McIlroy may have to do damage control. The fourth consequence is relational. McIlroy's relationship with the PGA Tour has always been strong. He is the commissioner's go-to guy. He is the player they call when they need a quote. He is the one they put on the posters. Skipping a signature event strains that relationship. The Tour may be less willing to accommodate McIlroy in the future. He may lose some of his influence. But McIlroy is not stupid. He knew the consequences before he made the decision. He must have decided that whatever he was gaining was worth more than what he was losing. The question is, what he was gaining. A week of rest? A break from the grind? A chance to send a message? Only he knows. The Tour has not yet announced any penalty. Officials are reportedly in discussions with McIlroy's representatives. They are trying to find a resolution. Perhaps McIlroy will agree to play in an additional event. Perhaps he will make a donation to charity. Perhaps he will issue a public apology. The Tour wants to avoid a public battle with its biggest star, but it also cannot be seen as weak. McIlroy has not commented on the potential penalties. He has not posted on social media. He has not given interviews. He is letting the speculation continue. That is a risky strategy. The longer he stays silent, the more the story grows. He may be hoping it will blow over. It may not. The reaction to Rory McIlroy's decision to skip the Cadillac Championship has been swift and intense. The golf world is divided. Fans, players, and pundits have all taken sides. The debate has spilled beyond golf into mainstream media. Everyone has an opinion, and no one agrees. Let us start with the fans. A poll conducted by Golfix asked, should Rory McIlroy be fined for skipping the Cadillac Championship? The results were surprisingly close. 52% said yes. 41% said no. 7% were unsure. The yes voters argued that rules are rules. If the Tour does not enforce them, why have them? The no voters argued that McIlroy has earned the right to take a break. He has given everything to the Tour. He deserves some flexibility. The players have been more divided. Some have publicly supported McIlroy. Rory is human, one player said. He needs rest like everyone else. The schedule is brutal. The Tour should be more understanding. Others have been critical. We all have to play, another player said. I don't get special treatment. Why should he? Most players have refused to comment, not wanting to get involved. The media has been in overdrive. Every golf outlet has published a story. Every podcast has dedicated an episode. Every television show has booked guests. The consensus is that the Tour is in a difficult position. It cannot afford to lose McIlroy, but it also cannot afford to look weak. The decision will be closely watched. The most interesting reaction came from Tiger Woods. Woods was asked about McIlroy's decision during a brief appearance. Rory is a grown man, Woods said. He can make his own choices. The Tour has rules. I'm sure they will handle it appropriately. That was diplomatic. Woods did not criticize McIlroy, but he did not defend him either. The sponsors are also watching. McIlroy has endorsement deals with Nike, TaylorMade, and several other major brands. Those contracts include clauses about public behavior. Skipping a signature event is not a violation, but the negative attention could be. Sponsors do not like controversy. They like predictability. McIlroy is usually predictable. This was not. The PGA Tour has remained silent. But sources say that officials are disappointed. They feel that McIlroy has put them in a difficult position. They want to support him. They also need to enforce the rules. The two goals are in conflict. Finding a balance will be challenging. McIlroy has not helped himself by staying silent. A simple explanation would have calmed the waters. I needed a break would have been enough. Instead, he has said nothing. The vacuum has been filled with speculation. Some fans think he is injured. Others think he is protesting. A few think he is preparing to leave for LIV. None of these theories are confirmed, but they are out there, and they are damaging. What is really going on with Rory McIlroy? The decision to skip the Cadillac Championship was not made lightly. McIlroy is not an impulsive person. He thinks things through. He consults with his team. He makes calculated decisions.
So, what happens next for Rory McIlroy? The Cadillac Championship is over. He did not play. The speculation continues. The potential fine looms, but life goes on. McIlroy has other tournaments to prepare for. The majors are coming. The season is young. He cannot afford to dwell on this. Let us examine 3 possible outcomes. Outcome 1, the PGA Tour fines McIlroy. The fine is significant, but not crippling. McIlroy pays it. He issues a brief statement apologizing for the confusion. He says he needed a break. He promises to communicate better in the future. The tour accepts the apology. The story fades. This is the most likely outcome. Both sides want to move on. Neither wants a prolonged battle. Outcome 2, the PGA Tour does not fine McIlroy. The tour decides that the bad publicity is not worth the money. It issues a statement saying that McIlroy had a personal matter and that the situation has been resolved. McIlroy says nothing. The story fades. This outcome is less likely. The tour cannot afford to set a precedent. Other players will notice if McIlroy gets special treatment. Outcome 3, the fight escalates. McIlroy refuses to pay the fine. He argues that the tour's rules are unreasonable. He hires lawyers. The tour suspends him. The story dominates golf news for months. The relationship between McIlroy and the tour is damaged. This outcome is the least likely. McIlroy is not a fighter. He's a diplomat. He will not burn bridges. Which outcome will occur? According to sources close to the tour, outcome 1 is already in motion. The fine has been calculated. The announcement is being drafted. McIlroy has been informed. He will pay. He will move on. The amount of the fine is rumored to be around $250,000. That is a significant sum for most people. For McIlroy, it is pocket change. He has earned over $100 million in his career. He will not miss the money. The real penalty is the embarrassment, the headlines, the questions, the speculation. That is what hurts. McIlroy has learned a lesson. He cannot simply skip a signature event without explanation. The golf world is too hungry for drama. Every move he makes is scrutinized. Every absence is analyzed. He is not just a player, he is a symbol. He carries the weight of the sport. The Cadillac Championship will be remembered for 2 things: the player who won it and the player who skipped it. The winner will get a trophy. McIlroy will get a fine. Neither will be happy, but both will move on. The golf world will continue to spin. The next controversy is always around the corner. Rory McIlroy skipped the Cadillac Championship. A big fine may be coming. The golf world exploded. But in the end, this is a small story, a minor blip. McIlroy will play again. He will win again. He will be the face of the tour again. And everyone will forget about the week he took off. Almost everyone. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell.